Which are the most common legal structures available?
Well, in Spain, an investor can set up a business through a Spanish branch and also through a subsidiary that normally will be a limited liability company.
Which is the share capital needed?
Well, the Spanish Capital Companies Act requires a minimum share capital for the subsidiary of 3,000 euros, and for the Spanish branch, there is no minimum share capital required. So you can incorporate the Spanish branch for 0 euros, 3,000 euros. It will be depend on the investor strategy.
Who can be the owner of the legal entity?
The owner of the subsidiary could be a legal entity, mother company in this case, that will require a Spanish tax number in order to be able to sign the public deed of incorporation. And also, it will be possible to be the owner if you are a legal individual, but you will need a Spanish identification number, known in Spanish as NIE. This for the subsidiary. Also for the Spanish branch, as long as the Spanish branch is an extension of the foreign company, of the mother company, you will need the Spanish tax number in order to sign the public deed of incorporation.
Which is the risk being handled?
Well, for the subsidiary, as long as it's a legal entity with its own legal personality, it will be able for all legal purposes, to sign any kind of agreements between three parties, and will have his liability capped or limited through the share capital contributions, because has its own legal personality independent from the mother company. And also for the Spanish branch, it has the same legal personality of the mother company, so the mother company will be liable of all the debts contracted by the Spanish branch.
Which is the governing body?
Well, for the subsidiary, the governing body could be established in the following ways. First of all, a sole administrator, two of severally or jointly administrator, or a board of directors that will be composed with a minimum of 3 members or a maximum of 12 members. This for the subsidiary. And for the Spanish branch, there is no specific regulation about the governing body, but it is mandatory to appoint at least a Spanish legal representative with the Spanish residence.
What about the statutory accounts?
Well, the subsidiary must prepare, approve and file before the Spanish Company House the statutory annual accounts. And for the Spanish branch, it is just enough if the Spanish branch submits a proof document which certify that the mother company has submitted the statutory annual accounts in its own country.
And the general obligations in Spain?
Yes, the main general obligation will be very similar for both legal entities. I mean, official books, statutory annual accounts, and monthly accounting. Regarding the tax obligation, both should carry out the VAT obligation and corporate tax obligation. And finally, this is a very important document that should be bear in mind by the investor. That is the transfer pricing document, just in case that there are transactions between the related company.
So, what legal entity should you choose to do business in Spain?
Well, always depend of the business strategy of the investor in Spain. So in Leialta, we'll be happy to assist the client to know about the business strategy, corporate strategy, and the activity of the company in Spain. And then we will advise about the best way to incorporate the business in Spain.